we go on a first date, don't take me to some low-class place like Applebee's. Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah. And it's a big ol' yikes.
Next time someone treats you like shit, remember, just because I don't require much doesn't mean I deserve the bare minimum. Okay, love you.
Huh? What? Huh? What did you just say?
Just because I don't require much doesn't mean I deserve the bare minimum.
Huh?
Okay, love you.
What the fuck? Is this a speed run to contradict yourself as fast as possible? Is this just Gen Z, bro? What the fuck?
Could we just bow our heads and have a moment of silence for every man who tried to turn a hoe into a housewife? Let's just do that for a second.
Yes, we can. Yes.
There.
My heart goes out to y'all, bro. That's tough. That's real tough. I'm sure you learned your lesson, though.
The fastest way that I block men and I test men.
Tell us, what brilliant strategy does one use?
Is I tell them I'm not the nail salon.
Okay, now I'm curious.
And if they ask me what color I'm getting, cool. If they don't say how much is it, or what's your Cash App, or what's your Zelle, so I can cover the cost, you're blocked. You're blocked.
Let me get this straight. One's going to block a guy because he's not offering to pay for one's nails. My goodness. If one's that broke, one shouldn't be getting one's nails done in the first place.
Because at that point, you're a taker.
Speaks the voice of experience.
And men like that, they love to say, okay, text me a picture of your nails when you get it done. Sorry, Bookie. You're already added to the block list by saying that.
I can almost see with perfect clarity a video that one is going to make in a few years.
You, as a man, are supposed to be a provider, meaning that you provide. Why are you asking me to send me a picture of the nails done? If I don't pay for it, how am I going to send you a picture? Block those men.
This video is obviously just a warm-up that a lot of women with this mentality are going to be making in a few years, asking, where are all the good men at?
Men don't want to date single mothers. Your standards are way too high and need to be readjusted, and you're just not worth dating as a single mom. If you're a single mom, I am so sure you have heard at least one of these. Or better yet, someone's dusty son has said this to you. I know in my case, anytime one of my videos hits the boys' side of the internet, I can pretty much expect any of these comments. There's so much pressure from society already on single moms, and dating is no exception. It's as if our only focus should be our children and nothing else, while dads get to do whatever they want with their time and receive no judgment. Not only that, but there's so many guys who don't understand we're not dating for the money that they don't have or because we want them to take care of our children. So if you're a single mom, girl, keep your standards high. I could actually argue that you should keep them even higher than someone without children. You are deserving of a healthy relationship you can role model to your kids. Keeping your standards high will also be beneficial in creating the environment you want for your kids and for yourself, instead of, falling right back into familiar patterns. I can promise you, a man out there will not only accept you and your kids, but he will pour into you the way no one else has.
Okay, so like in the beginning, she's pretending to acknowledge all of these common talking points about, why it's not a good deal to date single moms. But then she just does girl math and flips it on its head, saying, oh no, you should actually have higher standards than what you had before, and just the typical like modern woman talking points. The thing is, man, I've never heard anyone say that single moms don't deserve to date or don't deserve love or anything like that. I've never heard that. I don't think really anyone is saying that. Generally, what a lot of the guys in this space say is that it is just typically a bad deal. It's just a bad deal in general. Going out with a woman that has baggage from another man, that has children from another man, so those children take up a majority of her time, so you're never the priority in the relationship. She probably has higher standards than the other just single women with no children. So it's like, really, what are you getting in return? You are going into her life and you're basically doing her a service instead of her doing anything for you. You go into her life and she benefits from that. She gets all of your provisioning, she gets a man to take care of her children, she gets the emotional stability from that man, and you as the man, you basically inherit another man's problems. You were just taking the place of another man. You were taking his responsibility for almost none of the reward in return. You don't get to continue your genetic legacy. You don't get to be head of your household. You don't get to tell the children what to do. You're like an uncle or something like that. It's a rough deal.
So I think my problem is that I want a man to lead me and take care of me, But I don't want no man telling me what to do.
I want a strong leader of a man that knows exactly what he wants and dominates the world, that tells me what to do and leads me, but I also want to do whatever I want. These things do not mix. It is water and oil.
Age?
I'm 28 years old.
Are you single?
Yes.
Do you think that being single at 28 as a woman is a red flag in 2025?
No.
Why not?
I'm a strong, independent bitch. I know what I want. I'm not willing to settle for less.
What is it that you want from a man that you're looking to date now?
I love you. They need to bring value, you know? You need to bring good times, laughter, happiness, support, loyalty. You need to be a man. You need to be a protector and a provider. And if you can't, then you can't be in my life.
And what does financial support from a man at 28 look like to you?
I don't know, a man that's not afraid to say yes to things. I need a man that's not going to say no.
That voice is so questionable, dude. You get into the bedroom and you don't know what side you're gonna get, dude. Got a fucking mystery box down there.
I went on a date where I offered to pay and he let me. You're done. You're done.
There are billions of pretty women. Less than 1% of the population is 6'4". You can pick up the bill. The idea that men think like it's such an insult for a woman to pay the bill. No, we just won't go out with you. Like you will just be alone then because your company is not enjoyable. You have nothing to offer. Your conversation isn't stimulating and you're unattractive and you're not 6'4". So what exactly is the incentive to spend time with you?
Yikes, dude. Seems like an absolute delight to be around. You can genuinely feel the bitterness through the screen. Wow.
This will probably piss some people off, but I just met the hottest guy at the dog park. We were having a great conversation. Everything was going well until I said, "Which one's yours?" And he points a freaking golden doodle with the wettest, dirtiest face I've ever seen. I literally can't win.
Modern women. Holy shit. It's his dog. It's not even him. Your dog isn't attractive enough. Bro, this is so funny.
If he loves me, he should learn to love things that I love.
Where y'all get these rules at? Who told y'all this about men? Y'all don't know this yet about us? If it ain't in our DNA, it's not in our DNA. We ain't got to love that because you love it.
I do not accept a coffee or a walk as a possible date option, and neither should you. First of all, I'm not a dog that needs to be walked. Second, I have an espresso machine at home, works fabulous.
Coco, I think her name
We're not
is.
doing drinks either. You're gonna try to get me drunk and take me back home. No. We are doing dinner. You're gonna pick me up. We're gonna come to the restaurant. We're gonna see your table manners. We're gonna see what you order. We're gonna see, do you hold your chopsticks correctly? We're just gonna, study you a bit. Okay? So dinner it is.
I've seen these articles where they're saying a lot of women are not finding economically attractive partners.
Yes.
Yeah.
What does a guy
economically
need
attractive.
to make bare minimum to get you?
Me happy.
Bare minimum, I would say 100,000 after taxes. I prefer
Jesus.
200,000 and up.
For that.
But I would say after taxes, bring home like 100K.
So bare minimum 100,000.
Is someone manning
but more
harpoons right now?
preferably 200,000 after taxes.
Because I can work with that. I can multiply that. I mean, I plan on being a multimillionaire,
Yeah, I mean, you wanna help your
I need a base.
What about for you?
He's got to be able to
plan on being a
afford house and
multimillionaire
a
with
family
his
in
money.
the current city that he resides.
Okay.
But I'm living in LA now, so in LA to be able to have a house and a family,
Pricey.
Yeah,
It's
you're looking at
pricey
6
here.
figures,
Wild.
200,000. But I mean, I do kind of like nerdy guys.
Oh,
a little bit of
okay.
autism is
Coder.
kind of
Oh.
hot. It's okay.
She's confusing dollars with calories.
What the fuck? Yo, usually the AI voices are cringe as hell, but that one was so funny. Bro, if this doesn't explain exactly why no men want to date or take women seriously today, I don't know what else will. So in the Western culture, you as the man, you are expected to build yourself up to the point where you're making 6 figures a year, multiple 6 figures a year. You're killing it, bro. You're doing such a good job. You're keeping yourself in shape. You have good discipline, obviously, because you're making good money. And what do you get in a woman for all of that hard work that you have put in to yourself? You get one of these. It's a joke, dude. It is an actual joke. I say it once, I'll say it again. Get your passport, get out the West. Go where you are treated better, man. It is genuinely a joke. Because if you are this guy, the man that has put in significant work to himself, especially if you're making 6 figures plus, you're crushing it, and you take all that value, you take it abroad to where you're more appreciated, bro, you will slaughter. Get you a woman that reciprocates value, okay? Get you a woman that has been basically preparing her whole life to be with a man, to have a family, to nurture children. All of these modern boss babes, dude, they've been investing in the man's stat their entire life. All of them. Go overseas and get you a woman that has been investing in being a woman. Get all the way out of there, dude. Get them out of there.